What's going on, guys? Jack here and welcome back to my first FIFA 17 squad builder. As I always do, I like to build a nice, cheap and affordable squad so that you guys can use them. Most people start off their accounts with only 5 or 10,000 coins in their bank account. If you don't open packs, that's probably the best start you can get. And some people, if they've got a really good squad, they like to have a fitness squad to put on the bench and reserves to actually build up their fitness of their main squad. This team would be perfect. Now, before we get into the squad, guys, if you want to see some more of this, make sure you drop a like on the video. Also, leave in the comment section what type of squad you'd like to see in the next video. So what kind of theme, whether it's a league, a nationality, skill moves, weak foot, it doesn't matter what the theme is, just let me know your opinion in the comments below. So first things first, we're going to be using the 4-3-3 in brackets 4 formation. So it's a nicely balanced formation. You've got the wingers, you've got 3 midfielders, one of those is a cam. Now to start off this squad builder, what we're going to do is show you the goalkeeper, who's going to be Fabianski. He's 80 rated, and for some reason I was expecting maybe an 81, 82 rated goalkeeper for about 1,000 coins, but this was the cheapest I could find that was actually a good goalkeeper. He cost me 800 coins, 6'3", fairly consistent. He's, he's not out this world, but it's not bad at all. Also, one thing I forgot to mention, guys, this squad is going to be titled as a 7,500 coin squad builder. What you may find is a lot of these players may add up to about 10,000 coins. The reason why is because we've currently only got the web app and early access. Now, there's not many actual cards on the market yet, so they're a little bit higher than they should be. Now, in a week's time, this team will be 7,500 coins, or probably even less. So I've titled the video in kind of preparation for by the time you build your squad. Anyway, guys, moving into the 2 centre backs, we've gone for 2 non-rare players, and that's going to be Funes Mori and also this guy who I struggle to pronounce. I think it's called Lori, something like that. It's really hard to pronounce for me. 75 rated and 77 rated, so overpowered for their ratings. Both tall players, standing at 6'3" and 6'1", which is obviously what you want as a centre back. And if they've got 70 pace or more, then that's obviously very good for your team as well. Moving into the right back and the left back positions, we have got the Man United Darmian here on the right side, 80 pace, and his defending stats, passing stats, they're pretty decent. And on the left side, we've got Robertson, who plays for Hull, 75 rated, almost a silver, but you wouldn't know that. Robertson cost me about 1,100 coins. Darmian cost me about, you got him first owner, he's about 1,000 coins. Laurie 800, and also Funes Mori first owner, but he's about 1,200 coins at the moment just because his stats are so good. Now moving up into the midfielders, we've got the 2 centre mid positions. We've got Van Ginkel on the right side here, and we've got Guy on the left hand side. Now Guy, I was a little bit iffy about putting him in my squad. It'd be the first time I've used him in the squad builder because he's only 5'9", and I wanted someone a little bit taller than him, but he actually does the job. He wins a lot more headers than you think. He wins a lot more one-on-one battles. His positioning's good, and he can actually go forward quite well too. Same for Van Ginkel. He's pretty consistent. The last couple of years, his stats have stayed pretty much similar. He's also a pretty tall guy, standing at 6'1". He cost me 750 coins, and Guy cost me 950 coins. I would say that Van Ginkel is the better player. Now moving up to the wingers, we have Moses on the left side, 77 rated. Again, a player that stayed very consistent last couple of FIFAs with his stats. He's got 82 pace, which is pretty good on this game. His positioning's great. And on the right side, we have this guy here, who's a Turkish player, 5'9", 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, cost me 1,300 coins. The most expensive player, but I was really interested to try him, and I've not been disappointed. Really nice player. He's only scored 3 goals, but when he does score, you kind of think that was undefendable. That was a really nice goal. It gives you a lot of pleasure when you score with him. By the way, guys, I will get into more detail about these players and their best attributes as we actually get into the goals towards the end of the video. For now, I'm just putting these players into the squad. Now for the cam and the striker position, I've gone for Leroy Fer and Long. I knew Shane Long was going to be good. He's good every year. I've started using him in my Road to Glory episode 1, which go and check out if you haven't started watching already. But Leroy Fer, again, I knew he was going to be pretty decent, but he is amazing. I think this formation benefits him. It really brings out his best attributes. And believe it or not, he's the best player in the squad. It's not Long. It's not the guy in the top right corner, Tor. It's actually Leroy Fer. He's amazing. Have a look at his stats. 950 coins, 8 games, 8 goals and 5 assists. Now Long is doing pretty well too. He's got 8 games played, 8 goals and 4 assists. That's not bad at all. So guys, this has been the squad builder part of the video. I haven't gone into much detail about these players, what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses, how do you use a squad. That's what we're going to cover next. We're going to get into some goals. I'm on the early access at the moment, so I don't want to waste too much time playing live games. I've already got enough footage to talk to you. So for some reason, I decided I didn't really need a transition from that section of the video to this section of the video, but no, joking aside, guys, without further ado, here are the goals. So These are about 5 games worth of goals. Now, as I said, we are on an EA access, so I wish I could have got more goals in here, but I did have some pretty high scoring goals, which I scored some nice ones as well. As you saw, Leroy Fer 8 goals, and so Shane Long as well, 8 goals too. Now, surprisingly, Leroy Fer scored a lot of goals. I knew he would be good, as I said, but he is spectacular. Like, I think it also plays off the fact that Shane Long has high work rates, which means he actually comes back with Leroy Fer and they go forward together, which is, you know, quite unique in its own way, just because of the work rates basically. But defensively, this team's awesome. Midfielder wise as well, it's great. It's a very high pressuring team. So what I mean by that is, if you're playing against this team, you're going to feel the pressure as soon as you get into the midfield, or even my half and onwards. You're going to be pressured, and it's going to feel like I have an extra man, you know, pushing you down, because the formation and the work rates of my players. But that goal is fantastic. Look at that, 90th minute. And that's what I love about FIFA 17. The shooting dynamics are so much more realistic and more, basically more like real life. So on previous FIFA, the last couple of previous FIFAs, a finesse like that would rarely go in, but now it does go in. But at the same time, it's not OP like it was on FIFA 12. So make the most of that. A player like Leroy Fer is perfect for it as well. Now let's talk about more of the attackers. As I said, Shane Long, awesome. He does find himself a little bit out of position at time, but at the same time, then again, you've got Leroy Fer as another option. He'll just go into that kind of striker role, and he can score bangers for days. If I could actually relate him to one player, and you might laugh at this, I would actually relate him to, a little bit to Pogba. And the reason why is because, as I said, he can actually go forward, but at the same time, he can defend too. Have a look at his defensive stats. They're not too bad. He's quite tall. The only reason why you can't really relate him too much to Pogba is because Pogba has 5-star skills. Leroy Fer, unfortunately, only has 3-star. But one thing I would say as well about skill moves this year, they're not as effective. There are, 4-star skill moves like the Berber spin and any of the 5-star skill moves, the quick ones, they're good. But, step overs, they're just not as OP. You have to really perform them way before you want to perform them on the previous years, because it feels like you're in slow motion as you're doing the skill move. But overall, this team has been amazing. It's my first team on Ultimate Team. I have played a few games with some, other players from the BPL like Pogba, Hazard, and just for the sake of it on my main account. But as a team, it's really balanced as well. That's something I didn't mention. There's not a player that your opponent is going to go, right, I need to stop this guy from doing something. The only player that it might be is actually Leroy Fer, and that's because he's got bright blue boots on. He's really tall, and he seems to basically bully everyone. Apart from that, the team is really balanced, and that's a great thing, because if you've got one player that's just super fast, you're going to notice that your opponent just defends that player, man marks him, knows exactly when you're going to try and free ball. With this team, any player can make the runs, any player can score goals, as you've seen from the footage. I'm passing it around. He doesn't know what I'm going to do. He doesn't think, right, this guy's got the ball. So, really balanced team. I hope you like it, guys. Make sure you build a squad, give it a go, even if you don't like the formation. I picked this formation for a reason. I think most people will like it. So hopefully it goes well. Let me know what you think of the squads. And if you want to see some more squad builders, make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.